Tonight we're asking you to help us find two of Britain's most wanted men and help identify the man who staged their extraordinary escape from prison. On Thursday, December the 10th, a helicopter was forced to land inside the walls of Gartree maximum security prison in Leicestershire. John Kendall was serving 8 years for burglary with further charges pending. He'd escaped from prison once before, 4 years ago. Sydney Draper was halfway through a 25-year sentence for a murder that took place during an armed robbery in 1973. But the identity of this third man who hired the helicopter and forced it to land at Gartree is still unknown.
8 days before the escape, on Wednesday the 2nd of December, someone calling himself Andrew Downs, together with another man, chartered a helicopter from Essex to the Harborough golf course. Gartree is 4 miles from there. We now know that that trip was almost certainly a dummy run, but we'd like to hear from anyone who saw anything suspicious in the vicinity of the golf course on the day of the escape. During the same flight, the men asked to be flown over a location which took them past the prison. Later that day, they were seen in this library in Market Harborough, studying maps of the area. On the 10th of December, the man who gave his name as Downs hired another helicopter, this Bell Long Ranger, from Talair at Stansted Airport in Essex. Ian Evans was a pilot that day. They took off from Stansted at 2:30 in the afternoon and made several circuits of the Market Harborough area. Ian Evans remembers Downs looking at his watch. By 3 o'clock, Kendall and Draper would be leaving the prison workshops at Gartree and heading out onto the playing field. Just after 3, Downs produced a gun and told Ian Evans to fly to the prison.
I don't know what went through my head in the first few seconds. He didn't really give me a lot of time to think, and at that time, obviously, I was going to do exactly what I was told. It was very apparent that the gun was real and he meant business.
They landed on the playing field. What happened next was recorded by a prison security camera. The doors created a slight problem for them. Kendall is the one in the shorts. Draper follows him into the helicopter. The man called Downs is seated next to the pilot. His real identity remains a mystery. The pilot was told to fly to the Harborough Golf Club, but visibility was too poor.
As I failed to find the golf course, Kendall, particularly in the back, was getting extremely excited and screaming abuse at me. Downs at this stage threatened to shoot me in the leg if I didn't get on and do it. And at that point, Kendall obviously decided that they'd changed their plans. He said to me, "Right, get down, we'll hijack one."
He was forced to land near the Welland Valley Industrial Estate in Market Harborough and was left handcuffed in the helicopter. In the next 5 hours, the 3 men hijacked a series of vehicles. The first was this Ford Transit. Outside Market Harborough, on the A427 Corby Road, they forced his Fiat Uno to stop. Once in Corby, Draper seems to have split from the others at about 5:30. He hasn't been seen since. Kendall and Downs apparently went to this car park, where they took this metro and its driver. They drove towards Stamford, then up the A1 to Sheffield, making several stops on the way. In Sheffield, they abandoned the car and its terrified owner near the railway station. Where they went after that is unknown.
Now take another look at the prison security video. The man with the white towel is Kendall. He's about 5'7", muscular build, with sandy receding hair, and he wears glasses. Behind him is Draper. He's 5'10", medium build, with dark brown hair, and he may have grown a beard since the escape. He also has a slight squint. We're particularly anxious for information about the third man who organised the escape. Several witnesses have helped compile this video fit of him. He's aged about 30, 5'7", slim, with receding hair and possibly a broken nose. He's believed to have an East London accent and is said to bear a strong resemblance to the character Jacko the Painter in the BBC's comedy Brushstrokes. Kendall and Draper are dangerous men with several previous convictions for violent crimes. It's vital that you ring us if you know where they are, or if you can identify their accomplice, the man who called himself Andrew Downs.